Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quivs here. Quivs does stuff. We are doing another Terraria Let's Play today, because I was doing a Far Cry Let's Play, but Far Cry 5 decided to crash several times. So we gave up on that one and left it just as a short video. As a result, I've got some time to kill. Thought I might as well do a bit more of this. Now, we still don't have a hookshot, so we could be going to the jungle to try and farm Piranha. We are also up to a third boss. If we so wish, we can go and take on a Skeletron. But I think we're going to start with the jungle, and that is this way. So we're going to head off. Oh, and I still move so terribly slow as well, because I haven't found any decent boot accessories. But yes, so Hookshot is, again, something we need. Another thing that we don't have, or haven't begun yet, is a Hellavator of any description. In earlier Let's Plays of this series, we did begin one, but that was in a small world, and the small world didn't work out for us, because we didn't get any decent equipment, and we were really hampered by that lack of equipment. So we moved to this large world where we rebuilt our base, and since rebuilding our base, we haven't begun to make a Hellavator, which, as a result, means, well, we don't have one. We're at ground level in our base. Might as well use this, it costs me no mana. Better. And I do kind of need gel, I think. I don't have a lot of it at the moment. So yeah, doing some Hellavator work might become part of this video. That can be very boring, which is a problem. But despite the fact that it can be very boring, it's essential, and it can also be very exciting. Occasionally, if you get really lucky, well, not if you get really lucky, but almost all the time, as you're building a Hellavator down, you will also come across caverns and places to explore, so things worth looking at and doing while building the Hellavator. But you can also end up building a Hellavator, digging for ages, and accomplishing nothing, seeing nothing that would be interesting in a Let's Play video. But we're going to have to do it at some point, and if this is going to be a comprehensive Let's Play with nothing missed out, then possibly some of these videos are going to have to be boring digging a Hellavator videos, which is a problem, and I don't know how to overcome it. I think what we'd end up doing is we'll dig for a bit, and if it gets boring or nothing seems to be happening, we'll go and find something else to do temporarily, and then come back to it in a future video, another time, another place. We will see. But for now today, I didn't want to do that, because after a tragic Far Cry 5 video, and some pretty bad Monster Hunter World videos recently, I hope the audio mix is good. I guess we'll find out. Tragic Monster Hunter World graphical glitches. Not to mention I've been busy doing other things. We haven't had any good Let's Plays available on the channel in a while. Well, not new ones. Obviously there are other good ones in there. At least I think so. But yes, new stuff. My Oculus Quest arrived, so I now have that. So I'm now using Beat Saber. I was about to say as an alternative to working out, but it's not like I do any exercise in the first place, so no, that's not really an alternative. It is as a first attempt at getting slightly fitter. Lots of people use, well, not exactly use Beat Saber specifically, but use the headset to get fit. And in our current world situation, regarding human malware, yeah, a lot of people are having to stay home. You know, you can't go to the gym and stuff like that. You have to find another way to keep fit, and VR has, for many people, actually worked out. I'm not the fittest person. I haven't been in a long time. I used to be in my youth. I'm not young anymore. But yeah, Beat Saber, it wears me out. I get sweaty and out of breath. And if you ask me, that's pretty much all one needs. Do that every day a few times over a week, and surely your fitness level must improve. But I guess we'll see. I'll do progress updates if I actually have any noticeable improvements. Maybe I'll lose some inches. Not likely to lose any weight. Haven't gained weight in a long time. I don't watch what I eat or anything, but I don't eat so much that I've gained weight or size. I've just stayed the same for a long, long time. I'm just not fit anymore. And it'd be nice to be able to run further and walk further without getting tired. Oops. Terrible aim there. But yeah, we'll see how long it takes, whether it works at all. Heaven only knows. It might not work. There's a hook already, so that was quick. I was going to work out how I was going to get out of this hole, but actually we'll just teleport. So, got a hook. That was really quick. Then we need some chain, if I don't already have some chain. I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm trying to open my chest. Don't think I've got any chain, but I've got some lead bars that I should be able to make some chain out of that. Quick stack. Got one moon glow somehow. That was pretty cool. Got a hook. I need that. That's what that's there for. Crimstone block. I don't need those anymore. They're still in there from the last video when we made the second to last video, the missing episode, where we made an arena to fight the Brain of Cthulhu. The last video, we just fought the Brain of Cthulhu in that arena that we made. Yeah, very annoying that. Just was trying to use some new software to capture and edit videos. Actually, I think it was just the editing that I was trying to do. And it went wrong. And then I deleted the project, not realizing that by deleting the project, hey, grappling hook, it would then delete... would delete the original files. So I lost the original footage and couldn't replace it. I tried all sorts of software to undelete things, data recovery tools, and nothing worked. So we lost that video. Simple as that. Very annoying. What are you going to do? Reflective dye. I think I've already had plenty of reflective dye. What have I currently got on? Is that reflective dye? No, mirage dye. What's reflective dye look like? Didn't really do much. Looks more like it just made things darker. Mirage dye makes me rainbow shiny, so we'll go with mirage dye. Alright, we now have a hookshot. It's also getting towards night. And it's a bit of a distance to travel, but it's not horrible. So we might, nonetheless, head over to the dungeon. See how long it takes us to get there. And we'll have our first crack at Skeleton Prime. It's a bit late. So long as the fight doesn't take me too long, we should be okay. So here we are, passing our artificial arena, which counts as being inside the Crimson. Henceforth, the Brain of Cthulhu doesn't despawn when we're inside that block. Also not a bad place to occasionally harvest some mushrooms. Vicious mushrooms, I believe they're called, is the Crimson counterpart. which are materials that are required for the summoning item, which I still have a few on my quick bar. I might take those off in case I accidentally use it. Don't want to accidentally summon him. Although, of course, unless we're in the Crimson, he will despawn virtually immediately anyway, so the biggest deal. But nonetheless, it'll be a waste of a summoning item, if not just dangerous for summoning him somewhere where possibly maybe he can survive long enough to actually take us on. Didn't want either of those situations to happen. Don't want to waste materials, don't want to end up in a fight that we can't win because we don't have an arena that's suitable. He'd be very hard to fight just on the ground. I mean, we do have decent equipment now, these meteor armor and the space gun. Makes pretty quick work of him because the space gun has good penetration. Some ranged weapons only hit one thing and then that's it. The ammunition, the missile, the projectile vanishes because it's done its job and it's over. The space gun has infinite penetration. Doesn't matter how many things it hits, it just keeps going. Which is great. And especially useful against the Brain of Cthulhu, who has his little eye minions that float around him. The big problem here is we managed to get to the dungeon, fight Skeletron, win. That's everything I had planned for the video. And that brings us to the problem of, do we then go on and build the boring Hellavator? And yes, my friends, that is exactly what we will have to do. Well, not have to do, but we're going to do if said occurrence happens. And considering my gear, I'd be very surprised if I don't manage to kill Skeletron. It should be rather easy to deal with. Should have more than enough armor now to not get too hurt fighting him. I think I've already built an arena because we tried to fight him in an earlier video while well under-geared. And of course we died almost instantly, but hey. Demon Eye banner. Cool. Crimson, gotta watch out for this. Might go back to this then. Better at getting rid of jellyfish. Jellyfish are good. Can always use a few glow sticks. I don't see him. What are we talking about? Skeleton Prime. Got enough gear. Probably gonna win. Yes. Almost certainly gonna win. Compared to the last effort where, we were severely under-geared and trying to kill a boss. I don't know where he ranks in ease of bosses to kill. If you ask me, the Eye of Cthulhu is the easiest. And should be. It is the first boss one should face. Even before you are well geared enough for him to naturally spawn, you should be able to take him on so long as you're prepped. Mainly an arena, but I mean, my arena's pretty detailed and has more in it than one should really need. You can get by with less than that. Skeletron is pretty easy. I would say he might be even easier than Brain of Cthulhu. Brain of Cthulhu, again, once you have an arena, is almost nothing. Well, no, actually, even once you have an arena, unless you have the right gear, it's problematic. You can do Skeleton, almost said Skeletron Prime, you can do Skeletron with less or lower tiered gear than we currently have. It's just more difficult. Whereas Brain of Cthulhu, I think this is about the minimal level of gear you really want. Maybe with a full iron set, one could manage it in his realm after breaking 3 of the hearts. but you'd have to be good. Very good. I don't think I'm that good, and I'm pretty good. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm pretty good at games. I'm not, master class, but I play everything to a reasonable level because I'm good at games. I have good reflexes, I have good hand-eye coordination, and I started playing video games from about the age of 5 or 6, way, way, way back on the Atari 2600, if anyone remembers that ancient console. Moved to the Nintendo Entertainment System. I never had a Sega, not until the Dreamcast, but moved to the Nintendo Entertainment System, moved to the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, moved to Nintendo 64, got a PlayStation 1, got a PlayStation 2, got a Dreamcast, got a PlayStation 3, got a PlayStation 4, got an Xbox 360, still haven't got an Xbox One yet. PC probably started in early 90s, 92, 93, got my first computer, learned to use DOS, learned to play things like Doom 2000, Doom 2? Doom 2. Doom 2000 came later and wasn't very good. Learned to play Command and Conquer, Wolfenstein, Doom, Hex and Heretic, almost out of Moonlight there. Don't know whether we'll get this boss done in time. We'll have a go anyway, why not? So yeah, I have a long and storied history of games. Oh dear. 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 This is not ideal. It's supposed to be over there in the damn arena. There's a health potion. Why didn't I make these steps easier to use? Oh, damn it. There we go. That should help. Somewhat. I don't think we're going to get this done in time. Oh, there's a zombie there. I'm not sure if killing the hands is the best way. I'm going to kill that hand. And then that hand. And then the head. Easier to double jump as well. But, we'll do what we can do. Yeah, so assuming I've got enough time left and doesn't despawn, that should be Skeletron. Ow. Oh, 37 health. Hey. Skeletron has been defeated. Well, so there's that. Skeletron Hand. What is a Skeletron Hand? Is that melee weapon? Equipable. Oh no, it's a vanity item of some description. Don't know where it goes. Doesn't appear to go in any of these. Oh, it's a hookshot. Oh, that's interesting. Might experiment with that later to find out what's better. I don't just know off the top of my head what's better. I didn't even know that was a hookshot. Let's have a look now. Okay, so about there where the mouse cursor is. Let's try and find something. Yeah, about to the top of that. Not to the top, about there on that. Let's put Skeletron Hand in. Oh, yep, that's better. Cool. Thanks, Skeletron. So now we have access to the dungeon. The dungeon, however, is frickin' hard at this point in the game because you don't have... Well, I mean, I do have some stuff. And I could go down there. And there's things to get. There's lots of good equipment in the dungeon, but the dungeon is really hard at this point in the game. So, well, let's have a brief foray. If we die, we die. You never know, I might get some good loot before I die. That'd be nice. But yeah, the dungeon is big. There's lots of stuff in it. Lots of the best things in it don't become available until much later in the game anyway. But yeah, we'll have a basic spelunk. I don't know if you can use that singularly. Spelunking. We'll have a basic look around in the dungeon and see what happens. Those candles, they make more monsters spawn, the blue ones. I forget what they're called, but yeah, that's their job. I think I've got a key, so that chest might be pretty good. Use that to not die. Yeah, sweet, I did have a key. Anything good? Ooh, a Muramasa. Superior. Well, that was already worth it then. Because those are pretty cool. They're one of the swords needed to make the best pre-hard mode sword. And I think I have 2 or 3 of the others already. Not really sure. Alright, this is a bit of a problem. Lots of spikes. Don't really need to do that. Yeah, see, look how many hits they take from the space gun. I mean, the space gun normally annihilates most things, but you know, these guys can take hit after hit from the space gun and just keep coming. I have more than one key, apparently. What just happened there? Where is the plate? There we go, got it. Anything else good? Zealous Valor. 23 versus 18, that's better than that. Got a better yo-yo as well, a bone welder. I don't know what those are actually for, but I've seen them before. Alright, so as bad as the dungeon can be, even though these forays apparently already proved to be worth it. Bit of stuff, continuing to get more stuff, and we're elucidating the layout of the dungeon, which of course is always good. I hope the game audio is capturing correctly today. I had to jig around with it instead of what I would normally do, which is just capture it as part of the gameplay. I'm having to actually tell it to... Oh, I don't have double jump, you idiot. I'm having to actually capture that as an entirely separate piece. Ooh. Cobalt shield. Definitely put that on. Don't have one of those yet. Awesome sauce. Alright, that seems to be about as far as this one goes. So we'll clear these spikes out so we can get across easier. Lincoln the Clothier. So I'm pretty sure that is the old man that was Skeletron that we just decursed, essentially. There is one guy, I think it's the Clothier, who is that old man. Beat the curse, the old man becomes a regular NPC. So yes, I think that was him. We sorted out the old man, which is good for him, good for us. Because it's got us a Muramasa. That shield, what does that do again? Grants immunity to knockback. Plus 20 mana is not bad either. Oh yeah, so I didn't get knocked back at all. It just walked through me. And that can be combined with other things later as well to make a compound accessory with further benefits, although be damned if I can remember what those are. I also don't think I have the ability to combine accessories yet. Probably the most amazing thing is that I've got, like, what, that's my 3rd accessory? How the hell is that only my 3rd accessory? That's amazing. We've been playing for some time. This is episode 7? 7. That's only my 3rd accessory. Well, there's the engineer. Mechanic, engineer, same sort of thing. She will also join us at the house, which is good. So we've already got 2 new NPCs today already as well. if I've still got keys left. No, I'm out of keys. Damn. Oh. Maybe I'll find one and be able to make my way back here later. Okay, got away with that. That's good. Clear out these spikes before I walk across them. Hopefully that they can just walk across spikes without even suffering a hit. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, don't use the mechanics much until very much late game. And I might make things like spawners that spawn monsters constantly. What? Oh, you get silenced or something. And then, yeah, use those to farm certain monsters that have good drops, or to acquire cash. Sometimes you can make things that spawn hearts in an arena where you fight bosses all the time. Yes, quite a few things one can do with the electrical circuits that one can make once you've unlocked the mechanic. But I tend not to do that until much later in the game. It's not something that you need to do to progress through these early points. I tend to only do what needs to be done for the sake of efficiency. Don't waste materials, don't waste time, don't spend ages trying to build something that you're never, not never going to use, but you're only going to use briefly and for short periods. And that is only marginally beneficial. Been nice if I dropped another key since, but we haven't, so. Yeah, my Farcry let's play today was bad in several ways. And another reason why it was bad is I don't know whether I was tired or what. But yeah, just really bad narration. I said very little. What I did say wasn't a port. I sounded tired. I feel bad about it, but you know, especially with a comprehensive Let's Play where you're going start to finish with the game and you don't really miss anything. With the exception of the one that went missing from Terraria, but I've explained that. Yeah, even if it was a crap recording for me, or a crap Let's Play because nothing happened, or what happened was bad, or in this case, as happened, the game crashed a lot. One must soldier on. I'm going to need a bookcase at some point as well. Oh, I don't have any space. Alright. Don't really need a demon eye. Let's grab that bookcase and call it a day. Because that was pretty good. We got a bunch of stuff. That's the traveling merchant. That's the clothier. Lincoln. Yep. So that was the old man. Got him back to base safely. Okay. Miscellaneous stuff. That's where I normally put chain. Clothier voodoo doll. Don't actually remember what that's for. That might be for the hard mode version of the Wall of Flesh. Now, 22 versus 21. It is good. But it's not as good as that Ice Blade, which also has a bolt, auto swing, and lights up the dark at a range. So I think we'll leave that there. Pink brick. No, I don't need pink bricks. Don't even want one. Get rid of even the one. What's the point? Anything else to go in the miscellaneous category? I've got a zombie banner, so I don't need more. Spikes. Spikes are placeables. They don't really go in the miscellaneous. Bones, that's kind of a weapon. Oh, alright, moving on. Potion ingredients. I got swiftness potions, I got a danger sense potion, spelunker potions. Those are the best. Anything else to go in the potions? No. Oh, I know what else goes in the miscellaneous. Summoning items. Ores. I didn't get any ores, I don't think. Oh, I did get a few bars, but I think they all auto-stacked away. Equipment. Do I have any other accessories? I've got a precise shackle. I don't think you're allowed to have 2 shackles, and I decided on the menacing one. No, that was it for accessories. Wow! That's really weird. Alright, spear, grappling hook. Bones are weapons, throwing knives are weapons, bombs are weapons, arrows are weapons. That's a weapon, that's a weapon. Placeables. The bookcase for now. The switch for now. Spikes, spare golden chests, and a bone welder. Oh yes, and the skeleton statue. So that skeleton statue, for example, if hooked up to an electrical circuit that's correctly laid out, can constantly create skeletons, which you can then kill. Sorry, I just had to cough there. Muted my mic this time rather than trying to cover it, because I tried that in a previous video and it didn't work. Yeah. Well, that does bring us... Oops. Water walking potions, don't need those. Does bring us to the one sorry state of affairs. We are half an hour into this video. That should be about an hour long. We have nothing else to do but dig a hole. So sorry people, but for the rest of this one, you're gonna have to watch me dig a hole. Wouldn't blame you if you clicked off now, but YouTube algorithm doesn't like that. It's viewer minutes. Watching all the way to the end is what you really want. But hey, it's not like I get any views anyway. It'd be really funny if my channel ever does take off, I can come back and watch some of these early ones, and then there's evidence of me talking about having no subscribers and no views. I've had a few bot views, but they've watched for like a second and then leave a comment that makes you click over to their channel and hopefully view some of their content, which I don't do. I just report them immediately now that I know what they are and can recognize them. Sneaky underhanded tactics. Some tin, don't need any tin, definitely well past the tin tier. But yes, this is, and it's been shown in other videos, this is what one needs to do to build a Hellavator. Dig a hole straight down. It takes a long time, especially on a large world, because the verticality of the level is pretty big. But it is, while not essential, relatively useful. Later in the game, you're going to want to be going up and down between hell and back all the time. The Underworld, I believe it's called. I had this problem before where I couldn't remember what it was called. I think it's called the Underworld. And yeah, the most expedient way to do that is to give yourself a Hellavator that's just a simple straight drop down into the bottom of the map. Now, one of the other things you can do, and I don't normally do until maybe hard mode, I might get around to it, is you can have this Hellavator, which is easy to climb back up again. You can also have a second one next to it that is simply a drop, straight line drop all the way into water. You have to make sure that monsters can't spawn in it and that there's nothing else in it, like you're not going to accidentally drop onto a platform or a brick, because that'll kill you. But that does make getting to hell the matter of dropping rather than constantly pulling down, pressing the down arrow to descend, as we will have to do through this normal one. But it's still pretty fast. It's not a slow thing. It's a lot faster than trying to actually work your way down there through caverns or via any other method. I'm not sure if you can make an actual elevator in just a mechanic have elevators? Maybe you can make an actual elevator. I don't know, I've never actually made one or used one in this, that's for sure. It's like one of those things in Ark. I'm aware that there are elevators, I've never had to make one. But then again, I only play single player, so perhaps in multiplayer it has more use. Yes, very, very interesting hole digging here. So yeah, I do apologise. There's little one can do about it, but if one is to have a comprehensive Let's Play, one has to include the good with the bad. And right now, this is the bad, which is the boring hole digging. I'll try and talk about interesting stuff. What's interesting? Did you know that bees have perfect time sense? They know exactly how much time has passed. Always. So, when scientists worked out how bees spoke to each other, they very quickly decoded how bees give each other directions. And one of the things that a bee does when it gives directions is all its directions are in reference to where the sun was. So not only does he know where the sun was, he can tell the other bee exactly how long it's been since the sun was where it was for his directions to work. And then the bee, the new bee, who's been given the directions, can take those directions and the time of where the sun was, knowing exactly how much time has passed, then adjust for where the sun is now, and use those same directions even though time has passed and the sun has moved on. And this works even when the sun is on the other side of the planet and the bees can't actually see it. They still give the altitude of the sun in their, essentially, version of negative numbers. So, one of the things about bees is no bee could possibly be a flat earther because they are aware that the earth is round, because that's how all their maths works. They know that the sun revolves around the earth, they know exactly where it is at any time of day or night, and they know that the earth is round because otherwise their directions wouldn't work. Interesting. No bees are flat earthers. Well, no honeybees anyway. I don't know whether their language holds true for all bees. There are way more kinds of bees than one would expect. And not that many bees have stings. Most bees don't. But yeah, the standard Africanized honeybee that everyone talks about, the ones that were made famous by movies like The Swarm, and I don't know if there's others, possibly Candyman. If you've seen that movie, you probably shouldn't have seen that movie if you're, well, I mean, you could be an adult watching this, but since this is more all-age content, if you were a younger viewer, you shouldn't have seen Candyman because that's an R18 movie, and it's very scary. Okay, it's not that scary, but, you know, you shouldn't have seen Candyman. There's actually 2 versions of that now. They've made a new one recently, too. I haven't seen the new one. I saw the old one back in the day. Saw it many times. Which is weird, because I've since developed an aversion for horror movies. I'm not very good at them anymore. I used to be alright, and I used to be able to watch all sorts of things. I just can't do it anymore. Don't know why. But yeah, cool thing about bees. What else is there that's cool? Cool facts. Quivs does cool facts. You can never ever think of anything off the top of your head. What are the little plasticky bits on the end of shoelaces called? They're called aglets. You can actually get aglets in Terraria. They make you move faster. They're a movement accessory. They can have extra enchantments as well, but their basic use is as a movement accessory. Cool facts, cool facts. Did you know that halitosis was just a marketing term? It wasn't a thing. It's something that Listerine invented. Listerine was originally a floor cleaner. a floor cleaner that didn't sell. And so they rebranded as a mouthwash and invented halitosis to get people to buy mouthwash. You should still brush your teeth, and it is good to use mouthwash. Good oral hygiene can never be underestimated. But nonetheless, it's something that Listerine made up because they were a floor cleaner that they couldn't sell. They literally cleaned floors with their product, and now you put it in your mouth. I don't know if it's the same formulation. I'm under the impression it is, but I don't know if it is. Other cool facts. What other cool facts are there? There's lots. I watch a lot of cool fact channels, so I normally have bunches of these, but you don't really think of them. When someone says, tell me a cool fact, you can't think of a cool fact. When someone says something associated with a cool fact, you're like, did you know? So yeah, if someone was to bring up Listerine, or toothbrushing, or mouthwash, or any of those sorts of things, I'd be quick on the ball with, hey, did you know Listerine used to be floor cleaner and they invented halitosis to sell mouthwash? I'm not sure what dentists think about halitosis, whether they think it exists. I'm not sure if it exists now. Some things were like that. They were invented originally by marketing people, and then they moved on to become actual terminology because they were co-opted by the sciences. They used it more like, well, marketing's been using this term for a while. Everybody knows it already. If we bring it into our scientific use, well, everybody will know what we're talking about. Now, these are the worst bits of digging a Hellavator, because you have to get the water out somehow. So, this is how you deal with this situation in a Hellavator. As you keep building down, and we're also going to have to put in some of those now. Kill that jellyfish. Zombie. So yeah, the reason why zombies keep falling down my Hellavator is it's not... the background hasn't been changed. So because the background is the default background, that actually still allows them room to spawn. Get this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be the next floor level. Now, this does look a bit cavernous, doesn't it? Oh, yes. Most definitely. Alright. So, we will pause our interesting facts section and go on a bit of spelunking in an underground cavern layer. See if we find anything good. There's a keen enchanted boomerang. We're a bit past that now. But hey, we got one. Some more recall potions. They're always pretty good as well. Oh. Skeletron Hand is on multiple hooks as well. Is it 2? Or is it 3? It's 2. 2's still pretty good. Didn't have 2 before. Didn't have 1 before, but you know, we got as far as 1. Thanks to harvesting those piranha in the jungle. That was very quick as well. We got really lucky. That happened in seconds. Ooh. Did I see that first? It might be a boulder drop, but I'm not sure. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's see, is there anything else to see around here? Doesn't look like it. Looks like this is a really tiny section of underground cavern. Can't really get any further into it. So we won't. Now we will close this back off. Yeah, we might do 6 quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Now the reason why a hook is good, getting back up like this is faster than jumping. Oh god, we made it nowhere. weren't even that far down. Yeah, good old boring Hellavator digging, but hey, like I said, it has to be done. Can't do only the fun things. Well, I mean, you can in a Let's Play. You can cut and edit, etc., but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do everything. Good sip of coffee there. I actually made this coffee because, like I said, my Farcry was less than Farcry Let's Play was less than enthralling. I wasn't vibing. So I thought maybe a coffee would wake me up and I'd be a bit better, but I don't know. I guess you'd have to be the judge of that. Let's see, where are we now? 45 minutes. 45 minutes is not a bad point to stop. So I think we'll call it there for the day. Normally we try to go for an hour, but yeah, I've done a video already today, Far Cry, that was abortive because of all the glitches and crashes that I had to deal with. Whereas today I've got... whereas in this I've managed to accomplish two things. We got our Hookshot. We got a second Hookshot after killing Skeletron. And we've begun our Hellavator. So in the next episode... Oh dear, in the next episode we really have little else to do except... Oh, we did explore the dungeon a bit as well, and we got some stuff out of the dungeon. But in the next episode, I could go to the jungle and try and get down into the jungle, get some jungle spores, get some maybe jungle armor, probably not though. Maybe get the jungle sword, because I think I have all the other swords. And then I can make the best pre-hard mode sword. Anyway, we'll have to work that out in the next episode. But for now, thanks again, guys. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more of this content, hit that subscribe button so you can find the channel easy. If you'd like to get notifications when a new video drops, hit that bell icon. If you didn't like this video, hit that dislike button. But if you do, please leave me a comment. Let me know what it was about the video you didn't like. Maybe I can do something about it and make it better in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.